for you, but if you don't like it, that's your problem. That's the way I look at it. And so if we don't like the food that is served to us, it's not the cook's problem, it's your problem. Learn how to appreciate it, learn how to accept it, and learn how to shut up and eat it. That's very simple.
Don't believe the customer is always right.
It's very simple. You know, if I was a cook, I wouldn't care whether you liked what I cooked or not, because some people do like it. So how are you going to tell who you're going to please and who you're not going to please? You have to cook one meal. So in other words, what I'm saying is, for God's sake, shut up and eat it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Back to the agenda.
Somebody has to say things that make a certain amount of sense, that are mature and to the point, and are concerned with what we're talking about. At any rate, Tom, what are we going to do here now? We're supposedly we are passing out these.
You're balloting, right?
All right, and we are going to put yes or no on one side.
Yes.
Could you have made it a smaller bit of paper?
Brenda, I'm going to make
You want a small one? Cut it.
Small, yeah.
It was a fold. Cut it
until I realized that
And if you
Brian
if you want T-bone steak, go ahead and write it on there and see if you get it. But seriously, on the other side, you can make
none
suggestions
of
to
you
the
really
cook.
felt like you were in control.
And if the cook doesn't like your suggestions, there's a lot of reason for it. We're not paying enough money, and on and on.
Well, one last comment. Your fee that you're paying for, if you're doing it annually, you're paying 8 times the fee for the meal. We pay the restaurant $13.50, and that includes tax and tip. So that's about a $9.95 meal if you add tax and tip to it. And so everything is included in that price. If you are doing it on a $15 basis, thank you. If you're doing it on a $15 basis, then you're paying a little more each time, and that makes up for people who make reservations and don't call in and cancel them. That's how we come out even. Does everybody turn their ballots back in? So we have all?
He's collecting, it's collecting.
In other words, whether you like the meal or not, there are all kinds of other problems entered into this that don't even have anything to do with whether you like it or not. So,
Let me do say that Wally, who owns Robbins, is desirous of feeding you a pleasant meal, and one that you like. So if you have any ideas, he'll pursue them because he wants you to enjoy your meal experience. And from my point of view, in terms of working with a restaurant for the room and accommodations and all the stuff that goes into setting up a meeting, Wally's a great guy to work with because he'll just give you anything that you want.
You can't go back to the Pioneer.
No, not unless you take a tent with you.
now at this part of the meeting, I'm supposed to extinguish the candles with feeling. I don't know why I should extinguish them, because they look a lot better while they're burning. However, there must be some reason for it, and I don't know what it is, but I'm supposed to...
Tradition.
Tradition. All right, I have a lot of feelings for other things, but I don't have much feelings for this. But I'll do it anyway.
I don't see any feeling there.
Come on, use your fingers.
Use your finger.
The feeling that succeeded was the fact that I was able to put them out.
Yay.
So that should be good enough under the consideration of my current whatever. All right. The ground rules for this evening's debate and discussion, an argument, if you want to put it that way. Each speaker will make a presentation no longer than 15 minutes, first for the affirmative, then for the negative. Time notification will be given by the Secretary-Treasurer. Thank God that has nothing to do with me. Others, including guests, may then address the topic from the floor. The main speakers may not speak during this period. After all, they had their chance. No person may speak a second time until all who wish to speak the first time have been heard. When all have spoken, but no later than 8:50 p.m., the main speakers may each have 5 minutes for rebuttal. First for the negative, and then for the affirmative. All debate, discussion, including the rebuttals, shall terminate no longer than 9 p.m. unless extended in 5-minute increments by vote of the members present. Now, I have never seen that happen. So evidently, a lot of these discussions have not been violent enough for us to continue with the arguments. And now, for this evening's program, I'd like to introduce the topic and the speakers. Resolve, Social Security should be replaced. Now, I don't know who the hell how I'm going to live without it, but I'm going to let our people tell us if they're going to replace it, they better come up with something just as good. Otherwise, a lot of us are in trouble. All right? That's the resolved resolution that it should be replaced, and the affirmative is Brian Farmer, and a researcher, tax advisor, candlelighter, and general, depending on who you are, nice guy or pain in the neck.
Oops.
Brian, please carry on.